more times. Try not to go quite as far out with your legs, so you're starting to hyperextend your knees when you press out. So press it out, out, straighten your legs. Good. Now a little bit more. Good. Now find more of an external rotation in your hips. Good. Now bend it in. That was better. One more like that. Press through your heels of your hands, engage your triceps, and then drag it back in. We're gonna go straight into our beats. So press your legs out and away. You'll find a 45-degree angle. Good. Now can you fold at your hips, lifting your legs slightly higher? Yes. Good. Tailbone is down. Now slightly a little bit more engaged. Beautiful. Okay, you're gonna reach longer into the springs as you open your legs out to the side. So we're gonna do beats. So slow to open, slow zip it together, pelvic floor is engaged. Good. Form like this. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. For 3. Inhale, open. Exhale, keep your pelvis engaged as you close. Inhale, open. Exhale to close. Now we lower your legs down 3 inches. Now we're gonna reverse the breath. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, open. Inhale, zip it together, reach your back into your heels. Good. Inhale, open. Exhale, tighten your transverse abdominis. Good. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach your obliques into your heels, lengthening the sides of your waist. Now lower your legs all the way down. We reverse our breath again. Inhale to open. Exhale, zip it together. Inhale to open. Exhale, reach your hamstrings longer. 2 more. Keep pushing your hands into the poles. Last one. Zip it together. Fold at your hips, butt stays heavy. Reach longer into the springs. Keep the tension for as long as possible. And bend your knees in. Rest for just a second. Shake your arms out. How was that?
That was good.
Good?
I feel like I felt it in my arms and my legs.
Amazing.
I feel like when you cued externally rotating it, I felt my glutes engaged in a way that they were not before.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't really been saying this, but I do love the cue narrow your sits bones.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like externally rotating and narrowing everything together.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, now we're gonna go into, since your pelvis looks stable, we're gonna do large scissors.
Okay.
And it's gonna be a nice like hamstring stretch.
Cool.
Okay, hands go back on the poles. All right. Now, find your frog position to begin. So heels together, heels are gonna be lower. Good, so think about like knee height. Press your legs up and away. Now find your legs in parallel now. So you'll rotate your hips. Those legs are still gonna be together,
Okay.
but just rotate your thighs in your hips. Yes, beautiful. So toes together, hips together. Now with control, and on your inhale, reach your left leg to the mat and your right leg up towards the ceiling, but keep reaching your right oblique into your right hip. Good, now keep lifting it up. I know you're flexible. Do you feel a stretch in your right hamstring? Okay, good. And then with control, you're gonna switch. So exhale, press into your right heel, lengthen through your left sideline as you bring your left foot up towards the ceiling. Find a stretch through your left foot. You can even flex your left ankle. Good, reach longer and narrow your sits bones and engage your pelvic floor as you switch legs. Switch, switch, switch. Good. And switch, switch, switch. One more each side, so one more on the right. Good. Last one. Left leg comes up. And then your legs will find the center together. Bend your knees in. And you can carefully take those off. We're done with the leg springs for today. Good job.
Thank you.
Alrighty, you're going to carefully roll onto one side and come to stay seated. Alright. I am going to move this off to the side, okay? And we are going to do your push through. So the push through is a spinal articulation exercise.
Okay.
And it should feel like a big back body stretch. And you should feel your abdominals working for sure. But like I said earlier, let me know if you feel it more so in your rectus abdominis. Because we don't want the coning or the diastasis at the top. So in the past, we've done it with your feet up against the uprights. I think you should try that and see if you're still able to do so. I know you're very flexible. You could like practically get your forehead on the mat. So I'm confident you can still do it with your feet there.
The blocker's gonna be the belly. At a certain point.
That's true. Eventually, like, we'll probably have you like straddling the machine, but I don't think we're there yet. Alright, so your hands will come to the push-through bar. Beautiful. Now I want your thumbs on the opposite side, so overhand grip. So you have a good grip there. Good. Nice. You still have a really nice flat back here. Can you keep reaching through the backs of your legs to dig your heels into the uprights? Good. Okay. Now, keeping your hands on the push-through bar, keep your arms engaged into your upper back, but start to round backwards, starting with your lowest stomach. Keep reaching through your heels. Inhale as you round backwards. Good. Now try not to move it with your arms. The movement comes from the articulation of the spine. Keep pulling your stomach in if you can, and then articulate up and over, round at your ribs as you send it forward and through. Push it all the way through the uprights as you find a stretch. I'm going to give you a very light push here. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay. And then with control, before you start moving, can you rotate your hands on the push-through bar so your knuckles are straight? Good. A little bit less. There you go. Straight wrist. Beautiful. Now, you're going to push the push-through bar away as you pull it back. So find the oppositional stretch. Push the push-through bar away to find more articulation in your spine. Continue to inhale, and then find more articulation. Exhale, send the push-through bar up, control it on the way up. Wrists are straight as you push it up and through, find a flat back hinge. Good. How did that feel?
Pretty good.
Okay.
I feel like a divert as I was going down. Which is, I think, just pregnancy things, but otherwise it felt fine.
I love it. Honestly.
No, it did feel good. At the switch point, I was like, oh, I cannot go any farther.
Oh,
But I think that's good.
That's very common.
Yeah.
So just like having that sticky spot in your spine to articulate and like round extra,
Yeah.
you need like that abdominal engagement
Yeah.
to help. And it's also like connecting your arms into your spine
Yeah.
so you can push it through by articulating further versus pulling. So it's like you want to keep your elbows and your wrists straight, which your wrists started to bend slightly even as you were in that like tipping point, you know?
Yeah.
But it honestly looked pretty good.
Okay. That's good to know. And I also like that sensation of pushing my heels down feels hard.
Yes, so like pushing it through the uprights.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you need that. So think of still having that reach through your glutes and your hamstrings that we just had in the leg springs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do two more. So yes, beautiful overhand grip. And then straight arms and wrists, but immediately hug your shoulders in. Good. Now, round your lowest stomach behind your hips. Start to articulate through your middle back. You bring the push-through bar down with you. I felt the air bubble. Now chin to chest. Keep hollowing back to find that C-curve. Send your heels forward. You got it. I'll help give you a little push. I know it's hard. I'd rather have you bend your wrists than your elbows. So
Okay.
you're doing the right things as a cheat. Good. Find a deep stretch. Try. Your hamstrings are already really connected. I see how they're shaking a bit. That's good. And then keeping it as uniform as the C-curve as possible. Hollow through your lowest stomach and keep pushing through the bar to create that oppositional control. Good. Hook your ribs behind you. Push it away as you round up and through. You got it. Really good job. Wow, your wrists were straight. I like the up is a little bit easy. But that was really good. That was definitely better. Not trying to diminish.
Yeah.
By any means. Okay, do you have one more idea?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. All right. Nice. So you're starting with your flat back hinge. Did you find your counter stretch forward? Okay, good. There. Scoop your stomach back behind you. Round into my hand, but continue to lift your ribs up. Find that lifted articulation. Good. Plug your shoulders in. Good. And then you're gonna push it through, scooping back even more. That's the hard part. Yes, that is very, very hard. Okay, I'm gonna give you a slight push. Good. I'm burping you. I love it.
All of the gas has been trapped.
This is exactly what you needed. And then push the pushing bar through. Keep pushing it away. Your ribs will go behind your hips. Good. Control it on the way up. Nice. Really good job. Push it up and through. Find the lift. Lift your low back up. Push the bar away versus hanging from it. Good. Lift your head slightly. Good. And then you'll carefully let that go. Good
That's
job.
good.
That was really good.
Yeah. Felt hard.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're gonna do something laying on your back.
Okay.
But it's gonna be like rather quick, so.
I'm fine. Like I'm fine laying my back down. So far, for short periods, I haven't felt it or anything.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently in your second trimester, you can still lay on your back for like 5 minutes.
Yes.
All the time?
Yeah.
Is that?
There's not
what
that
your
much
resource-
weight happening here. I think the risk
Correct.
is if there's a ton of weight.
Yes, so there's a couple of reasons. It's you can have the weight bearing down on like your great veins.
Yeah.
And then also like if gravity is pulling your baby up into your diaphragm, it compresses, and the diaphragm is like a muscle like underneath your lungs, so that could kind of need the opening there.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so we're gonna have you rotate slightly, as in 180 degrees, so flip all the way around.
Okay.
Okay,
180. 180 degrees.
rotate slightly. Okay, you're gonna scoot further back and grab onto the push-to bar. I'll feed it to you. There you go. And then you're gonna push the push-to bar all the way up and over. So if you're too close, it doesn't get really close. Yeah, you're good. It feels like it's gonna touch your forehead because it's like a centimeter away. Okay, now go ahead and bend your knees so your feet will be flat on the mat. Just have your feet a little bit further away from your hips. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I want you to, without moving your feet, you'll find an isometric contraction. So you're going to first move your hips a little bit to the right.
To the right.
To the right.
To your right.
To your left. My bad.
Okay.
Okay, so I just want you to feel your hamstrings and your glutes turn on by pulling your heels to your glutes. Yes, exactly. Okay, now keep reaching your arms up overhead, and you're going to, on your inhale, start to articulate up into your shoulder bridge. Lift your hips up, 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 and then exhale to melt down. Ribs come down, down, down. Let's have your feet come a little bit closer. Seems like you need a little bit more. Yes. Okay, good. Now find that connection. Heels to butt, butt to heels. Now, without connecting your knees all together, you can kind of find my fist here to find more of the inner thigh connection. Yeah, so think narrow your sits bone. Inhale, articulate up your low back, mid back, upper back. Now think hollow through your chest. Sink your chest into the mat underneath you. Good. And then melt all the way down. Keep finding your inner thigh connection. Good. Melt
Like
down.
crush your fist,
Yeah.
or just like okay.
Yeah. So narrow your sits bone and crush my fist. Now think pelvic floor connection as you melt down. Ribs go down, middle back, low back, untuck at the bottom. Just one more. Hips come up, up, up. Good. Now ribs come down first. Slow to come down. Ribs, middle back, lengthen through your low back. Butt comes down, and then carefully bend your elbows wide. You'll reach it up towards the ceiling. And then with control, you'll release it. Good. And then carefully roll onto your side to come to seated. How did that feel? That was
Good. It was like I think the reminding myself to like hollow out the upper chest helped.
Because it's like you want your chest to be open,
Yeah.
but you still want your chest to be down. Yes.
Yes.
I know it's a lot of things out.
Yeah, I think it's a natural inclination to just pull my shoulders up and in,
Yeah.
and then trying to get into positions that.
I'd be curious if you feel your traps firing a lot in general.
Yeah, I would say more than I should,
Mm-hmm.
for sure, because I keep my shoulders.
Yeah. That tracks.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pausing this for 1 second.